The S&P 500 just hit an all-time high. The Nasdaq just hit an all-time high. AMD surged 18%. Hut 8, a former Bitcoin miner, just signed a $9.8 billion AI data center deal and surged 33%. Oil dropped 7%, and Bitcoin is sitting at $81,000. The question is, how long does this last, and what does your chart say about what comes next? I'm Tony, and welcome to Tony Crypto and Stock News. Wednesday, May 6th, Charts Edition. Let's break it all down. This is not financial advice. Always do your own research. Never invest more than you can afford to lose. Before we dive in, if this kind of daily breakdown is helping you stay ahead of the market, hit that subscribe button. We build this every single day. Wednesday close. The S&P 500 hit 7,365, a new all-time high, up 1.46%. Nasdaq hit 25,839, also a new all-time high, up 2.02%. Dow added 612 points to close at 49,911. WTI crude oil fell 7% to $95.86 on Iran peace deal hopes. Bitcoin closed at 81,287, up 0.21%. Bitcoin gains on a day when oil drops, because a potential Iran deal means rate cuts return to the table. The driver of everything today, Axios reported the White House believes it is close to a one-page agreement to end the Gulf conflict. Iran's foreign ministry confirmed they are evaluating a U.S. proposal, including a moratorium on nuclear enrichment. Trump on Truth Social, if Iran agrees, the already legendary epic fury will be at an end, and the strait will be open to all. If no agreement, the bombing starts at a much higher level and intensity than before. The deal is close. It is not done. Watch this every morning before the market opens. And the story nobody else will lead with. GameStop tried to buy eBay for $56 billion. Shares fell 10%. PayPal fell 10% on a weak Q2 guide. Shopify fell 7%. Duolingo fell 7%. The market is brutally punishing any weakness or absurdity right now. Tonight, I need to cover what might be the most important single-day earnings story of 2026. 6 major AI names moved big today, and the message is clear. Advanced Micro Devices, up 18.37% after a blowout quarter. Revenue $10.25 billion, up 38% year over year. Data center revenue up 57% to $5.8 billion. EPS $1.37 versus $1.29 expected. CEO Lisa Su on CNBC. Agents are really driving tremendous demand in the overall AI adoption cycle. AMD has more than tripled in the past year. Super microcomputer, up 24.5% on earnings beat. Net income $483 million versus $109 million a year ago. Over 270% improvement in net income year over year. The AI server market is accelerating. ARM Holdings surged 13% before earnings, then 8% more after the bell on a beat. The entire semiconductor space is running together. Hut 8. And this one is the most important crypto story of the day that nobody is covering properly. Hut 8 is a former Bitcoin miner that has pivoted to AI data centers. Today, they signed a 15-year, $9.8 billion lease for 352 megawatts of AI data center capacity at their Beacon Point campus in Texas. The deal could reach $25.1 billion if all renewal options are exercised. The tenant is a confidential investment-grade company. The facility is built to NVIDIA's DSX architecture. Hut 8 surged 33%. The message from this earnings cycle: AI infrastructure demand is broadening, not narrowing. AMD plus NVIDIA plus ARM plus Supermicro all running together in the same week. This is not a bubble. This is revenue. This is not financial advice. Always do your own research. Never invest more than you can afford to lose. Charts Edition, let's talk levels. Bitcoin at $81,287. For the first time since February, Bitcoin is trading above all of its short-term moving averages. That is a structurally bullish signal. Key support levels: First support at 79,384, the short squeeze trigger level. If Bitcoin holds above that, the short structure stays intact. Next support, 76,187, then 74,941. Key resistance, the 200-day EMA at 82,228. That is the level to watch this week. A clean daily close above it, with volume, would confirm a technical trend reversal and open the door to 85,000, then 90,000. Two scenarios for Bitcoin right now. If the Iran deal closes, oil drops toward $85 to $88, Fed rate cut odds return, BTC targets 85 to 90,000. If the deal falls apart, oil spikes back above 110, Fed stays frozen, BTC tests the 74,000 support. These are the two paths. Iran is the variable. XRP at $1.40. RSI 49.6. Neutral. The chart is waiting for a catalyst, and the catalysts are stacking up. 36.8 billion XRP, 60% of supply, is held at an average cost basis of $1.44. That creates a mechanical ceiling every time the price approaches that level. The catalyst that breaks it, the Clarity Act. Senate Banking Committee markup targeting the week of May 11th. Polymarket at 72%. Garlinghouse estimates 80 to 90. Standard Chartered projects 4 to 8 billion in additional XRP ETF inflows if markup happens. The May 21st Memorial Day recess is the hard deadline. 8 days left. One more thing to flag on crypto. Hype token unlocked 9.92 million tokens today. Approximately $407 million entering the market. This is a defined sell pressure event. If you hold hype, watch price action over the next 48 to 72 hours. Tactical buyers may find a better entry after the unlock pressure clears. 3 stories connecting crypto to Wall Street that your portfolio needs to know. At Consensus Miami today, Senator Kirsten Gillibrand said, "There will be no one voting for this bill if we don't have an ethics provision." She wants the Clarity Act to include a provision limiting crypto involvement for senior government officials, including the president. That is a direct swipe at Trump's memcoin business. This ethics provision is the new risk to the Clarity Act timeline. Watch whether it becomes a deal breaker. The SpaceX IPO roadshow starts June 8th. Shares are expected to begin trading late June to early July at a $1.75 trillion valuation, the largest IPO in U.S. history by a massive margin. Lead banks, Morgan Stanley, Goldman Sachs, and J.P. Morgan. The biggest public market event of 2026 is 5 weeks away, and the crypto story hiding inside a traditional finance earnings report. Visa now supports 160 stablecoin-linked card programs globally. They beat Q2 earnings. Global payments volume up 9% to $3.7 trillion. Revenue up 17%. EPS up 20%. Largest buyback in company history at $7.9 billion. Visa is quietly becoming one of the most important stablecoin infrastructure companies in the world. Your audience needs to know that. Fast picks, all tied to the biggest stories of the day. Crack an affiliate link in the description. Stocks, AMD, up 18% today on a blowout quarter. Data center plus agentic AI demand is the structural driver. Hut 8, the former Bitcoin miner now pivoting to AI. 33% today on a $9.8 billion lease. New business model, new valuation ceiling. NVIDIA, up 6% on the Corning deal and AMD halo effect. 3 new AI manufacturing plants, 3,000 new jobs. Disney, up 7.6%. New CEO Damaro's 3-pillar plan is resonating with investors. Visa, the stablecoin infrastructure giant hiding inside a payments company. 160 stablecoin programs globally own the rails. Crypto, Bitcoin, Iran deal closes, this goes to 85 to 90,000. Deal falls apart, we test 74,000. Hold your structure. XRP, Clarity Act markup. Week of May 11th is the single most important catalyst. Watch $1.44 for first confirmation. Ethereum, RSI healthy, whale accumulation of 140,000 ETH in 96 hours. Glamsterdam upgrade coming. Solana, Bollinger Band squeeze still active in the 77 to 94 range. Wait for the confirmed break. Chainlink, positive funding rate, outperforming Bitcoin in the derivatives market right now. 3 signals, tight. 1. AI earnings season is the strongest in 4 years, and it is not over. AMD, Supermicro, ARM, Hut 8, NVIDIA, all big moves today. Over 80% of S&P 500 companies that have reported have beaten estimates. NVIDIA reports May 20th. The AI trade is not slowing down. Every AI infrastructure name in your portfolio just got validated by real revenue. 2. Iran is binary. If the one-page memorandum gets signed, oil goes to 85 to 88, rate cut odds return, BTC goes to 85 to 90,000, and the entire market rallies hard. If it falls apart, oil spikes back above 110, everything reverses. This is the single most important thing to watch every morning before the market opens this week. 3. 2 of the most important dates of the month arrive within 4 days of each other. Friday, May 8th, U.S. April jobs report. Strong jobs equals inflation stays sticky, rate cuts pushed out, crypto consolidates. Weak jobs equals rate cuts return, Bitcoin rallies. Then, week of May 11th. Clarity Act Senate markup. Polymarket 72%. If it passes committee, XRP, Solana, HBR all reprice immediately. Know these 2 dates. Set your alerts now. Quick recap. Stocks, AMD, Hut 8, NVIDIA, Disney, Visa. Crypto, Bitcoin, XRP, Ethereum, Solana, Chainlink. Watch Iran Deal Daily, Jobs Report May 8th, Clarity Act Markup Week of May 11th. This is not financial advice. Always do your own research. Never invest more than you can afford to lose. Before I close, this scripture was the word of the day, and I think it is the most relevant thing I could say tonight. Luke 14, verse 28. For which of you, desiring to build a tower, does not first sit down and count the cost? AMD counted the cost and bet on agentic AI before the market understood the demand. Up 18% today. Hut 8 counted the cost and pivoted their entire business from Bitcoin mining to AI data centers before most investors knew what a data center lease looked like. Up 33% today. The Proverbs investor, the Luke 14 investor. They do not chase pumps. They do not panic at red days. They sit down. They count the cost. They position before the market moves. That is what Charts Edition is for. That is why we track key levels, not headlines. Count the cost, build with wisdom, and trust the process. If tonight delivered value, smash that like, hit subscribe, share it with one person. I'm Tony. God bless you, and I'll see you tomorrow. Let's get it.